morning to day 79. Had a little bit of a catch up last night, so we're only going to be duplicating this morning potentially some of the stuff we've done, but as we said yesterday, this side of the house that's going to land up being connected to the underground pool area, which you're not ever going to see, has now been scratch coated. Scratch coat probably wasn't actually essential before, because this was actually going to be rooms full of marl right up to the ceiling, but that's not going to happen now. So it's a good idea of them doing that. They've obviously started putting extra courses on here. This is a swimming pool step area, so now we're going to have what they call a sun deck, which is a foot of water that you can sit in that's about 6 foot long, so you can lay in it and not drown basically. Then there'll be a step on the left hand side, which will be 5 steps down to a 3 foot level, and there'll be a 3 foot level for about 6 feet for the kids to play. Then it will drop off down to 5-6 foot, and at the very end where the glass infinity edge will be, it will come back up to 4 foot, so you can actually stand and look over the glass at the sea. So the pool should be amazing once it's actually done. So they'll be doing the levels etc. on that at some stage in this week. This side of the wall again, like we said yesterday, has been scratch coated too. And then they'll put a waterproof render over the top of it and smooth it, and then it'll be coloured. So that's that done. Come on, Auntie, how are you, babe? You alright? And like we've already seen in here, obviously, but we've now got a very, very dark underneath, very quiet. That's because it's now completely sealed. So today what we've got to do is mark out where the air conditioning holes are going to be going through, where the air conditioning is going to land up being mounted, and any other access areas that we're going to need to actually have through the concrete, because obviously once it's poured, those the ability to have any access is either going to be very hard to cut out or non-existent. So I need to give them what I need and where I need it. Good morning, buddy. Yeah, so I just need to give them a bit of a drawing about where those access holes are going to be. So the air conditioning for each room will need a return and a feed, sucking air out, cooling it and pushing it back in again. That's technically what it does. Is that word again? So obviously, like I said yesterday, all of the rebar around the outside has been done. So let me show you that. So all of the rebar for the beams has been finished. All the central stuff, so beams through the middle there, look, all the way through within reason. It's near on complete. So I don't think there's anything left to finish off. And that one there, look, right through the middle. Oh, they've got the other side to finish off there, look. Again here, halfway through. So again, they're going to have to finish off the other half going through there. Go around the other side and have a quick look as well. 8:30 and still not started yet, it's weird. Start time was meant to have changed to 7:30 and the finish time reduced to 3:30, but the start time's not changed, but their finish time seems to have, conveniently. So again, fascia scratch plate done, all the way down the side done, and most of the roof is complete as well now. So yeah, it's all looking good. So, morning.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk to them in a minute to find out when they're aiming to pour the slab, because the slab itself is the next stage. I would assume they're going for early next week, because we're pretty much done. So it'd be bloody handy to see that going in, that's for sure. So I think it's a 6-inch slab going on top. So that level now will be C. So we're at road level. As you can see, there's another 6 inches to go on top of that. So we're pretty much level with the floor. So we're 6 inches on top. We'll be appearing above by about 6 inches. And then we'll be looking at what finish we're going to put on the floor. We are going to go polished concrete, but I might put an epoxy over the top of it as well. So it'll be epoxy. It'll be an epoxy and concrete. So we've actually got the start of the footings going down as well. Just marking out. The site manager and the mason foreman spraying out. We can start getting the other part of the patio marked out and done as well. The guys are We're also scratch coating the inner sides of all the pools, the pool and the pump rooms. So once they're done, obviously then they'll put a waterproof coat on those. They're the rooms that are actually going to house all the actual water. Season's one's now dried. And then also they put another coat on top of that, and they'll be doing the same for the walls over there. So as you can see, they've all got to be waterproof. That'll be on the floor as well. They'll do the actual the pump room as well. The pump room is going to be different. Obviously, it's going to house all the actual the pumps, the pipes, and that will also house the pumps for the fresh water system that will feed the house as well. That will also be accessed from the other side of the wall, which I'm not too sure they're thinking about. But anyway, we'll look at that. And then the walls here are going up as well. So this is going to be the overhangs, as you can see there. 12-inch blocks rather than 8-inch, so that'll be 5 foot wide, 5 foot going right up throughout the house, and that'll be the same at the other end as well. So that actually supports the overhang that will be going into the house. So yeah, a little bit more progress. We're only at 11 o'clock, so still more to happen.